The bench press is often hailed as the ultimate chest builder, but this reputation deserves scrutiny. In reality, the bench press is chiefly a measure of pushing strength, not a magic bullet for maximal chest hypertrophy. In fact, building chest muscle responds just as well to many other exercises, often with less injury risk and equal or greater muscle activation. Relying on the bench press alone can be misleading. It's a great compound strength lift, but not the only, or even necessarily the best. The shoulder risks of bench press. The bench press carries a notable injury risk, especially for the shoulders and rotator cuff. A recent biomechanical study warns that shoulder injuries resulting from the bench press exercise are commonly reported. Continuing to bench through pain can worsen damage. Experts even list benching with shoulder pain as a prescription for rotator cuff tears. Trainers recommend switching to dumbbell presses, which allow a more natural arm path. In short, without careful technique, the bench press can easily injure the shoulders, whereas many chest exercises pose far less risk when performed with good form. Bench press versus chest hypertrophy. What the science says. Physiology research shows that the bench press is a powerful lift, but not uniquely so for chest growth. It activates the pectoralis major strongly, but studies reveal that other movements can engage the chest just as much or more. For instance, electromyography tests found that dumbbell bench presses actually produce higher chest muscle activation than barbell bench presses. The extra range of motion and ability to horizontally adduct the arms with dumbbells likely explain this effect. Importantly, no research declares the bench press mandatory for hypertrophy. In fact, fitness experts stress that both flat and incline pressing will build muscle, and the key is finding what works best for you. Incline dumbbell press and dips. If the bench press is overrated for pure hypertrophy, which exercises do maximize chest growth? Two standouts are the incline dumbbell press and weighted dips. Incline dumbbell presses target the upper chest and shoulders and allow each arm to move independently. Meanwhile, dips, especially when performed with a forward lean, provide a huge stretch and load on the pecs. Fitness professionals routinely praise dips as a compound exercise that builds and strengthens the chest, triceps, and shoulders. If your lower chest is lagging, dropping your torso forward during a dip heavily engages that region. So much so that trainers often recommend dips over bench press when someone needs to target the lower pecs. Dips also have practical benefits. You can train them safely to failure without a spotter, and you can easily add weight via a dip belt. Dumbbells and dips let your chest fibers go through a longer range than a fixed bar, stimulating more tension, which equals more growth. At the end of the day, building a big chest is not complicated, but it requires smart choices.